welcome to the Voyage. In this episode, I'm actually going to dive into SimCity. I got this game the day it came out, and I actually have to state that I am disappointed with this game. I have been a SimCity fan since SimCity Classic for, well, the earliest Windows editions. I played SimCity Classic on Windows 3.1 and SimCity 2000 on DOS, actually. And I also played SimCity 3000 and SimCity 4. This SimCity, it had a lot of launching issues. I don't like the fact that it's online only, but I can live with that. And it's got some massive pathing issues. I like the fact that some of SimCity 2003 is now more realistic, and in other cases it's not realistic at all. Like I said, it's got a lot of pathing issues. I had the police go to apprehend a criminal, and I actually followed the police car that was dispatched to it on one of my other cities, and that guy took the most complicated path I'd ever seen through the most densely packed traffic, that even if there was no traffic at all, it took him longer than it should have. But I'm just complaining now. So the first thing we're going to do, well, I'm going to unpause it. I'm going to go through and talk about some of the problems that as I build this city out. Oh my god. Alright. I'm going to draw some roads. I always start with a very high densely packed road first. That'll work. Probably should have done it as a square. Oh well. We do need to power our city. I'm actually kind of shocked that the wind power does pretty good. Wind is at 7 miles per hour, which is actually what it seems to be all the time. And then you got coal and stuff, but you can usually power a fairly large sized city with wind power and just 2 turbines. Well, I can't say fairly large, but a decent sized city. And we also need water. Now you'll see the reason that I brought the road all the way out here is this dark blue is where you need to be. And you won't run out of water if you build it close enough to the actual river. As it sucks water up out of the ground, it'll eventually lose the ability to produce water. Oh, it might help if I unpaused it. There we go. Right now they disabled the cheetah speed, so if I have it set all the way up at high, it'll be llama speed, but that's to fix a few crashes. 0 more houses. Now that people are moving in, I can see if industrial. I usually construct residential zones to see which one goes up first. See, as you can see, commercial's going up first. So we're gonna need some commercial. Alright, now we get to plop our town hall. If you guys notice, I played SimCity 2000 a lot more, and one of the tricks to getting your city to work up pretty much bigger in SimCity 2000 was to stick with as straight of roads as possible, as your Sims did not like diagonal roads for any reason. So any area with diagonal roads, I'll keep this as Trinity Point. The only reason that I'm not in my city that I started is because that server was busy. Alright, we're gonna have to fix this. Great. There we go. Of course it doesn't want to work. Oh, well, that works for me. Now I'm going to come over here. As I recall, wind was blowing this way, so... And I'll leave these 2 squares for expansion. Oh, sorry, 4 squares. Now I already know I'm going to need to do this, so I'm going to expand this. Like I said, usually with these 2 generators, generators, you do pretty good. Now, some of the major problems with this game is, like I said, pathing. When I go to build the police force and the fire department and other such forces, you'll notice that, like, buses, police cars, and fire trucks will use the most inefficient paths that I've ever seen. I've had buildings burned down just because when it's caught on fire, fire trucks from clear across the town were dispatched out to it instead of the one closest to the fire itself. They want parks. I actually believe that's what that is. Yep. They want some parks. Yay, everybody's happy. And we'll build a nature park as well. Of some kind. No thanks, I already know all about budgets. One thing that I do wish that they'll implement is I'll get more options as I upgrade the city. When I get a town hall, I'll be able to do residential, commercial, and industry tax rates. And if I build a Department of Finance, I can actually do tax rates based on their income bracket or whatever. But like city ordinance would be really good. Every other SimCity game you could do stuff like nuclear free zone, homeless shelters, the like. The only reason I bring up homeless shelters is because in my primary city I'm starting to run into a bit of a homeless problem. But at the same time I have 150,000 residents in my primary city, so that's bound to happen. Ooh, I'm gonna need to build this soon enough. So, let's kind of get on the ball. Now watch everybody's shit go to it. Ha ha ha. Alright, now what? I usually attempt to build green, but I don't stress for it. Excuse me. In my primary city, we actually started out and I was just expanding the wind power, and I actually had plans to build a solar power plant somewhere in the city just to keep it green. But right when my town hit 60,000, I started to have an explosion of population. And instead of me just holding back to prevent the population from growing, I was just allowing it to grow, which caused a fleet load of problems, like mainly crime and garbage collection kind of slacked. Which reminds me, I gotta find out, because I can't remember. So 9,000. More jobs, more jobs. I can only go so fast. They'll live like that. So I've got no protesters right now. I usually go to the town hall or city hall after you get 5,000 and see if I got any protesters there. Another complaint that I have is people will protest some of the dumbest things and ignore things that would otherwise be important. The very first city I built, I actually got rid of that one. People were protesting their garbage not getting picked up, even though, according to the map, which I use this, it was showing actually just like this, which is no garbage needs to be picked up. And people would always be at town hall protesting, garbage needs to be picked up. But if I went to this and showed crime rate, it would be just red all over the city. People didn't care. Nobody was leaving over crime. People were pissed that their garbage wasn't getting picked up quick enough. I love those turbines. So pretty. Steady flow of water here, no problems. Let's just go for speed and float a bond. I'm practicing to run for President of the United States. How's that? Oh, it never actually went through. There we go. Hey, garbage coverage. I can see them having some issues with this game's launch, like the people getting kicked out and stuff, but a lot of these pathing issues kinda suck. Now I ain't gonna say much about this because I don't have too many ways for people to get to work. Let me fix that. People are definitely gonna want to live close enough to work. These are people that otherwise can't afford it. How's that? Oh, people are getting happier. Nothing's abandoned. Oh, we now need health care. Air pollution levels rising. Let's find out how bad as soon as I remember where it's at. Oh, it's not too bad. Well, let's see how ground pollution's doing. Ground pollution's not too bad, but it will. I can see it getting too bad real quick. Everybody's shopped now. Yeah, I like the fact that people are saving up to buy a bigger house. That's not too bad. Now what? Too much traffic. They need to have a traffic report in this game. I mean, yeah, you could do this and see that there's green and other such lines, but I'm talking like they had in SimCity 4, where you can actually click on a road and see exactly where all the traffic is going. I really don't have much experience with this game just because I've had problems. The biggest one is up in this upper corner. A lot of times after I've played for about 20 minutes or so, I already know about wealth and land value. After I've played it for about 20 minutes or so, or I'm sorry, maybe about an hour, it'll say cannot connect to servers and it never reconnects. So I'll have to log out and then log back in and I'll have to hope it's saved somewhere good. I already tested out the in-game video capture. It doesn't do any audio capture. And that's another thing I don't like. People are either shoppers or workers. There's never, oh, after I'm done with work, I'm going to go shopping. Or after I'm done with work, I'm going to go to the park. No, they're either at work or at home, or you got shoppers. Which is so not realistic at all. Whoopsies. Definitely don't have enough. Huh. How do I have a worker shortage and a high industrial demand? Huh. See, land value. Alright. I have a feeling this video is just getting insanely long. I won't do that. I'm actually surprised commercial hasn't gone up in demand. Alright, that's not what I want. Alright. There, now my Sims can have a corner grocery store somewhere. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I'm not rich enough. Angle's too sharp. Alright, let's see what else we're gonna do. Damn. I am kind of amazed by how many workers some of this stuff needs. We are done with you for now. I actually have to say, this is actually coming out better than my first town did. People are protesting too many germs. That's actually a challenge, so... Health map. Let's see now. Alright, let's see. Germs map, huh? From air. There is no air pollution this way. There is going this way, though. So my question is, how are these people affected by air pollution unless they work in here? Coming up on 2,000 sims. This is actually simultaneously coming out better than my first city and worse. Because I think I was progressing faster with my first city. I'm kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't, aren't I? Actually, no, let's just upgrade the densities. That way these things can actually expand in density. Alright. I'm gonna pause this real quick. I gotta make a run. Alright, I just checked the time. Right now, this is actually the way my city is turning out. I would say I'm neither disappointed nor excited right now. I really haven't planned out the way I want this city to go, so join me in the next one where I probably will show you my primary city. Until then, this has been William McCormick with The Voyage. Till next time.